Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Tsengko, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Dubden Darji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice tonight, Mahajundi Buddha Mother. Sumo, Tanzen Gatso, Tutan Siti, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening, everyone. How do you do?
Hola, amigo. Que quiero mucho. Sukoin. Ichiban. Kimochi. Jumi. Yapi. Pirin pirin. Konbanwa.
Today we practice Jundi Buddha Mother. In the Buddha Mother division, Mahajundi Buddha Mother has a great, majestic power. And we all know about Mahajundi Buddha Mother. She has 18 arms. And she can be one of the 8 primary deities as well as a protector. So she's both a yidam and a protector. And it's rare to have that both. And yet she can be both a yidam and a protector. So she's very special among our 8 primary deities. And Master Pu Fang's yidam is Mahajundi Buddha Mother. So the personal or main meditational deity of Master Pu Fang was Jundi Buddha Mother. And her mantra Om Sri Sri Junti Soha. Om Sri Sri Junti Soha. Om Sri Sri Junti Soha. And her mudra is the beginning of all mudras. You need to form this mudra before all mudra transformations. And this is called the complete mudra or the general mudra. And this is the Jundi's mudra. All the mudras start with this mudra and then you start to transform into other mudras. So this is called the Zhong Ci or the complete or the general or the chief mudra. And the temple that Master Pu Fang built is also called the Zhong Ci or the complete upholding temple, as I have said before. And many people can have a great spiritual response from this practice. And we know from the sutra that Golden Mother is the mother of the 7 Kodi What is the seven Kodi Tathagatas, or the Buddhas of the seven Kodis were born from the Mahajundi Buddha Mother. So Jundi Buddha Mother gave birth to Buddhas or Tathagatas of seven Kodis. And she is one of our 8 primary deities in True Buddha School. Today we have a special Dharma entreaty that during the pandemic for the past 3 years, every night I never stop or skip the Bardo deliverance of the 1,000 Dharma vessels. And during the upcoming 2 ceremonies, I will perform the Bardo deliverance of the 1,000 Dharma vessels and explain them. So, which is the same as what I do every night during this pandemic. So, the Bardo deliverance of the 1,000 Dharma vessels will be demonstrated and explained during these 2 ceremonies. And it involves visualization, mantra, and mudras. So it may feel like it is a Dharma practice, but it is real. So although generally a Dharma is also a kind of illusion, illusory. Dharma is also illusory. However, it can become real. So it is the union of the illusion and reality. And it can Bardo deliver all the sentient beings to Sukhavati. Sukhavati, the Western paradise of Amitabha Buddha. And that was initially intended for those who died from the pandemic. And I made the vow to Bardo deliver them every day. And then it's not only for them, for those who died from the pandemic, but also for many disciples and others who we heard of, or all the Bardo spirits who heard the news and came and had the affinity that they have all been Bardo delivered. There is no discrimination. So the Bardo deliverance is for all beings who have affinity, not just those who died from the pandemic now. And it's been this way the past 3 years until now. And I never skip one night. You know, not like some who say that, oh, I'm so tired tonight, and then you skip it. Or you have something coming up that you don't do the Bardo deliverance. There's no such thing. I never miss one night of Bardo deliverance for the past 3 years. Even when I'm sleepy, I still do it. Sometimes I'm really tired, I'm yawning and drowsy, and still I persisted to finish. And there was a time where I woke up, I fell asleep in the middle, and then I woke up and continued until I finished it. There was one time, like last night, I did until 2:44 a.m. before I got into bed. I look at the clock. At 2:44 a.m. I got into bed. And there was a time when I got to bed at 4 a.m. or at dawn even, daybreak. Because I fell asleep in the middle. And then I woke up at 4 and continued and restarted from the beginning until daybreak. And I persisted for 3 years. I don't know when the pandemic will end. I hope it ends soon. Then I don't have to do such Bardo deliverances. But before the pandemic ends, I have to continue. May the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas protect me. May all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakadakinis, and divinities to bless so that the pandemic can pass right away and the viruses can truly be eradicated. So that all sentient beings can return back to normal life. Because this pandemic, it has been 3 years and it has not passed. And we have prayed and prayed, and we have done everything we could. And now we just listen to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas because we cannot force it, the karma. We cannot force it. Let me share a few jokes. Xiaoming is watching TV with his dad. And on the television, the male character all of a sudden kneeled down and proposed to the female character. And Xiaoming asked Dad, "Dad, when you proposed to Mom, did you kneel?" And Dad said, "No." And Xiaoming asked, "Why not?" And Dad replied, "Your mom said no need because you'll have lots of chances after this."
这个时候不用跪。哇，这个是很讽刺的笑话。
This is a very cynical joke.
老公出差，老婆一个人在家。
The husband went on a business trip and the wife is home by herself.
打电话。
And they were talking on the phone. And the wife told the husband, "Go to sleep early. I feel really tired, so let's not chat too much." And the husband said, "But I hear some other noises in the house." And the wife replied, because you're on a business, so I'm very alone. So I asked my best friend, Xiao Xue, to accompany me. You don't believe me? Let me ask her, talk to you. And the husband said, oh, no need. I believe you. Go to sleep soon. As soon as the husband put down the phone, and he's looking at the best friend, at the wife's best friend, Xiao Xue, right next to the husband, and smoke all night.
再讲一个吧。昨天老婆回娘家，我去送行，在火车站候车。
The wife went to her.
这时候老婆讲
her family.
你先回去吧，天这么。
And I sent her off at the train station. So and the wife told the husband, just go home. It's so hot. And the husband said, oh, it's okay. I wouldn't feel rest assured until you get on the train. Don't worry, you know, I'm an adult, so don't worry about me. And the husband said truthfully that, oh, I'm just worried that you change your mind and not going.
老婆问老公：“老公，我漂亮吗？”老公讲：“漂亮。”
The wife asked the husband, "Am I beautiful?" And the husband said, "Yeah." And she asked again, "Am I a good wife?" "Sure." So I'm so wonderful. How can I marry you? Because it's only I who look at your flaws as strength.
A
question from Hong Kong, and it's written here. Don't say my name. Then why did you write your name?
没关系啦。一心顶礼，根本传承。
Wholeheartedly homage to the lineage root Guru, living Buddha Lin Sheng. How are you, Grandmaster? In the Siddhigarbha Sutra, it's written that within 7 times 7, 49 days, if at every moment we look at the bones and flesh of our relatives, and it would create merit and help deliver them. And after that, they would have to receive their karmic transgressions. And the question is, 1. If a family member just died and during the bardo, within 49 days, I am on the altar, I chant the Siddhigarbha Sutra and dedicate the merit to the deceased. May I also visualize the deceased to be next to me and chanting the Siddhigarbha Sutra together?
这个我说一定可以的。
And my reply is definitely, of course, you can visualize them to receive the Siddhigarbha Sutra or to chant the Siddhigarbha Sutra together So you can visualize them to come in front of you to receive the merit of the Siddhikapa Sutra is fine, or even better merit if they chant together. Those are all fine. Second, can I visualize them to be seated on a lotus, although they have not taken refuge when they were alive? Sure, that would be fine too. Seated on a lotus blossom. Because Siddhikapa Bodhisattva is seated on a lotus, and you can be seated on the lotus, and also the deceased can be seated on the lotus. The third, when I complete the sutra recitation and after the merit dedication, may they leave my house right away, automatically? As long as you do it, whether they stay at your house, whether they leave the house or not, or wherever they go, it's none of your business. Which means whether the Bardo spirit stays or leaves, or wherever they are, it's unrelated to you. All you need to do is just to chant the sutra, and you invite them to come and dedicate the merit to them, and you wish that they write or sit on the lotus and be reborn in the Pure Land. That's good enough. It doesn't matter. The rest doesn't matter. Just visualize that they are born into the Buddha lands or Buddha verses. And you can visualize it every time. That's their questions. The husband's driving and the wife is seated next to him. And there is a young lady riding a bicycle in front of the car and wearing totally very, very short. And showing the hole behind. And the husband is driving very slowly right behind the bicycle. And the wife was very anxious and asked, "Hey, old man, you couldn't even pass a bicycle?" That's a joke. This is a joke. When I was 19 and looking for a job, I didn't know how to write a cover letter. So on the internet, I post a fake job opening, and I received 200 cover letters, and applications and cover letters. So I chose one, and then I use it as my cover letter. So he's very smart. He didn't know how to write a cover letter for his job application, so he posted a fake ad for a job opening. And when people applied, he picked one of the best cover letters and used it as his own. This is a joke about hot weather. All these are not very funny. Nobody laughs. this kind of heat. When you lay in bed, it's called braced. And then if you put a sheet, it's called a pen sheet. And if you go outside, it's steam. And then if you go out, that would be stir-fried. And then if you're in the pool, that's boiled. And on the way back, they would be fried. And when you get home, you're being heated or return to the walk. If you can ask someone out during this day, that's a true friend. It's really hot here too today. If you leave the car outside in the sun, and then you put some oil on the trunk, and then you put the stick, it would become well done. It's really, really hot. Xiaoming brought a fish to let it live in the ocean, and the fish swam back and kept coming back. And then Xiaoming spoke to the fish, "Oh dear fish, be rest assured and just go swimming. No need to stick around. I don't need you to repay me anything." And the fish spoke back in Taiwanese. "What the heck? You dumb, I'm a freshwater fish, and you threw me into the ocean. Are you trying to kill me?" So when you return animals to their lives, you need to pay attention. Like if you release freshwater fish into the ocean, that's wrong. So you need to know what kind of animals they are and what environment they can survive in. So you let them live, otherwise you let them die. Now we will continue with the Vimalakirti Sutra. Now we will talk about they had foregone all worldly embellishments, and their fame and reputation far exceeded the height of Mount Meru. They had foregone all worldly embellishments. All the great bhikkhus of that time and or the great bodhisattvas had foregone all worldly embellishments. They don't need the worldly ornaments.
我们所谓的，一般我们师尊画天女，画这个天女。
Generally, when Grandmaster paint the goddesses, they have the 6 magnificence, and what are they? On their head, they have the headdresses. They would wear flowers. The heavenly goddesses wear flowers that would never wilt.
戴着冠的，那是一个庄严。另外呢，再来天女都有带有耳环。
And the celestial maidens wear earrings. That's the second.
一定是这个很漂亮的耳环。
They are beautiful earrings.
这二庄严。天女呢，都戴着项链。
And they also wear necklaces.
有3层项链啊，有时候
3 layers sometimes.
就1层、2层、3层的项链。
So 3 layers of necklaces.
天女呢，就戴着。
The celestial maidens also wearing bracelets.
这手环啊，这个手环。
bracelets.
这样子看也是手环，是手表啊，也是手
So it's a watch, but if you look at it from this side, they are like bracelets.
这是一个花蔓。
1, the headdresses or hair ornaments, earrings. 3 necklaces. 4 bracelets.
5呢，还脚环。
And 5, the anklets.
天女她穿着天衣。
And they're wearing celestial garments.
这个佩戴啊，佩戴。
With the ribbons.
跟所有的这个天衣的这个。
And celestial garments and the.
挑起来那个带子。
And the ribbons
所以我们现在有雕那个瑶池金母
that are floating.
天女型的瑶池金母。
So now we have statues of Golden Mother in the form of celestial maidens with the floating ribbons and wearing celestial garments. Those are the 6 magnificences of a celestial maiden. Bracelets, anklets, celestial garments, and the ribbons, the necklaces, earrings, and the headdresses and hair ornaments.
很多活菩萨，你装活菩萨的金身的时候，一样有。
So the same with the statues of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. They have many beautiful ornaments embellished on them.
这里所讲的舍诸世间所有嗜好。
But what's written here about forsaking or abandoning all the wonderful embellishments of the world. But actually, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are very magnificent. When we talk about they appeared most magnificent, we have talked about that their radiance. Externally, it's their radiance and their forms and complexion. But internally, it's their the virtues.
大菩萨本身呢，它是德在内，功在外。
So the great bodhisattvas, so the conduct and the radiance are external, and the virtue internally. So if a great bodhisattva is such as that, they don't need worldly embellishments, because their radiance is already wonderful. Their splendor is magnificent without the headdresses or ornaments or earrings or none of the material things. But ladies in this world, if they're rather older, they would put on powder. And what is that called? K2.
HK2。
SK2.
对呀，我也知道这个东西。
See, I know that too.
我也知道这一定要涂的。
They have to put on those things and cosmetics, also the fake eyelashes.
像那个刚刚那个双双来的时候啊。
Like when Swang Swang got here.
他眼睫毛是接的好长。
Her eyelashes were really long.
眼睫毛接眼睫毛，还有什么纹眉用纹的
implanted or they tattooed their eyebrows.
我也不知道，反正他说有一种。现在又流行一种什么眉
They say it's very popular now.
雾眉
What they do with the eyebrows.
纹眉的话，就像两只蜈蚣。
And if you tattoo your eyebrows, they would look like two caterpillars.
这个那懂得了，现在。不得了，都是用人工的啦，人工把它。
So nowadays it's all man-made to make it beautiful.
刚刚好，非常青春的荷尔蒙。
But when you're youthful, full of hormone, then naturally their face would be lustrous, and without cosmetics, they would look really nice, and their natural blush on their face. And we have twin girls from Vancouver today, and they're both very beautiful. Please stand up. Are you twins?
Oh, okay. 一个是哪一个姐姐？
Which one is elder sister?
妹妹，两个都很漂亮。
They are both very beautiful.
那一种是年轻嘛，自然它就美嘛，对不对？
When they're young, they're naturally beautiful. But when you start to age, then you need to supplement it, this and that, and lots of things until you're presentable before you go out. And some people, it's like painting layers after layers. And I heard there's some people that spend 1 or 2 hours on in front of the what's that called, cosmetic table, before they can leave the house.
涂2个小时出门的，真的是很美。有一次啊。
And I saw someone that's really beautiful after they put on cosmetics for 2 hours. And then one day, somehow, I took a look before she put on any cosmetic. And I said, oh my gosh.
真的是我的妈呀
It's really, oh heavens. Looking from afar, she's like a flower, and looking up close, is all marks. And then at another glance, oh my God. So women can still put on something, but how can men do that? But nowadays men do too. That's rare. And Grandmaster never puts on anything on the face. In this hot weather, I'll just take a towel. Ah, so hot. And then I would.
再这下去啊，真的要穿游泳裤上法座。
If it continues or getting harder, I would wear my swim trunk here to get on the Dharma throne. It's too hot this past few days. Oh, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please help us. It's so hot that we don't want to live on. So Bodhisattvas is that way. Naturally, they would exude lustrous or exuberant complexion. They don't need to put on makeup or to make your eyelid double, or naturally they would look very magnificent. It's really strange about the face, you know, just the eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. But there are no two faces that are exactly alike. We can only say they are very similar. But if you go to Korea, every beautiful lady looks alike because they came out from the same plastic surgeon or plastic surgery clinic. So they made them all the same. So we know that beautiful ladies in Korea are not made by God, but man-made. I heard that the beautiful girls or handsome boys from Korea all look beautiful. I remember when I went to Korea when I was really young, I never saw any beautiful ladies or handsome men. They all have square faces. But now they all look so young and beautiful. And all the female and male idols are all problematic. Don't trust them. You know, there's a joke. Two frogs got married and gave birth to a toad. And the male frog said, "So, how could you give birth to a toad? What did you do?" And the female frog said, "Sorry, honey, but before marriage, I got a plastic surgery, and she was a toad before." Once you go to Korea, you would know that beautiful ladies are made by man, not by God. But the great bodhisattvas, they had foregone all worldly embellishment. Without makeup and cosmetics and ornaments, they look magnificent already. So as Buddhists, if you don't have that magnificent look or dignified look, then something's wrong. If you're an ordained monks and nuns, you should have the look of a monk or nun. Otherwise, you know, you cannot have someone say that a monk looks very vicious. If someone told a monk that they look vicious and ruthless, then they don't look like a monk. A monk should look compassionate. Whether it's a monk or a nun, they both should look compassionate and kind. The woman or the nun should look like Kuan Yin, Avalokiteswara, or Mahachundi, Buddha Mother, and the monks should look like the skanda. This skanda, look at his face, very dignified, very magnificent, very handsome, beautiful. Look at our skanda statue here. And look at the looks of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas here. The 7 Buddhas, they all look very magnificent, perfect look. So if you can practice until you exude the magnificent look of a great Bodhisattva, all these Buddhas and Bodhisattvas look perfect, look wonderful, very kind and compassionate. Only the Herukas or the Vajra protectors would look wrathful. So there are different images, the serene, compassionate look, the magnificent look, and also the wrathful look, or both compassionate and wrathful look, which is difficult to sculpt. So 3 kinds of appearances of an image. And these are in Tantrayana. But in Mahayana, most of them are the serene, peaceful look. So they appear most magnificent even when they had foregone all worldly embellishments. So it doesn't matter how old they are, they would all look very magnificent, kind and compassionate. Like Reverend Lien Ying, he looks good. Could you please take off your mask so that everybody can see? And turn around. He looks like a monk, right? He looks very nice. Several of us, Master Lien Qi also look good. He looks very educated. Simu praised him that he's very good at housework. He's able to handle lots of chores. And Master Lien Wang, with eyeglasses, he also looked good. At our Seattle Lichang Temple, he's read many sutras, like the 5 treatises of Tantrayana. Please take down your mask so that everybody can see you. His look is also good. He looks like a sage from China called Tai Xi. I saw the image of the great master Tai Xi, who looked a little bit like Master Lien Wang. And Reverend Jiuru, Also not bad. He looks like a wrathful Heruka. And Reverend Lien Xu look is also good. He looked like an arhat, very skinny. During Sakyamuni Buddha, they starved the arhats and they look like Reverend Lien Xu. No matter what, they had foregone all worldly embellishment, and without any ornaments, they look that way. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Who is the eldest now? Reverend Lien Ye. For the nun. And how about for the monk? How old is Lien Guan? 67. Oh, you're not as old as Grandmaster. You're still a kid. So for the bhikkhus, anybody is older than me? Nobody. So I am the eldest? In the past, my classmates always called me the youngest or the little ones. And now I'm the eldest. So according to Taiwanese year, I'm 78. So how do I look at 78?
$78
78 already.
就是因为你们讲我18岁，所以我们那个厨房那个8才会小红。
Huh?
剩下1岁。
Because you said I was 18, they put 18 in the dining room, so you should take away the 8, so there's only one year old.
我都是不需要的，不需要装饰什么的，就是这样。
You don't need much embellishments. It's just how it is. Their fame and reputation far exceeded the height of my man. What time is it now? 10:10. It's about time.
怎么讲那么久啊？才1句而已。
How come I talk so long just about one sentence?
所以真正的，所以有时候我们常常，我们的成语里面有一句话叫“相由心生”。
So in our idioms, there's one idiom that say that your thoughts are show in your looks. So if you think positive things, then your face would look good. And if you think bad thoughts, then your face would look evil.
出来的是善念，你相貌就会庄严。
So if you have good things, good thinkings or good thoughts, then that would be imprinted on your face and your face would look good. And similarly, if you have bad thoughts or evil thoughts, then your face would look evil or bad or negative.
你要为自己的相貌负责。
So that's why the gurus often say you need to be responsible for your own looks.
你再怎么样子都是这样子的。
no matter what.
所以这个相也是很重要。
That's why
相也是非常重
looks
要的。
also important.
和蔼可亲的话，很多人都会
If
接
you
近。
are lovely, lovable, amiable, everybody would like to approach you. If you're mean and
人家不太敢靠近，不太敢靠近这样子。
unapproachable,
就是要
then people don't want to be close to you. So as Buddhists, we want to treat everybody as good, as fine.
要度化的一种对象。
As your object of deliverance.
要施予的一种对象。
Object of your compassion. Object of your giving. Object of your salvation. And it's done. It's done without condition. So that's they had foregone all worldly embellishments.
那个小明呢，在他老婆的生日派对上，
Xiao Ming, on his wife's birthday party, gave her diamond rings, a jade, and precious gems in front of everybody. And afterwards, the friend told him, "Look how happy she was. If you give her a Rolls Royce, she would be even happier." And Xiao Ming said, "Yeah, I thought about it, but you know, nowadays they don't have fake Rolls Royce yet." Because what he gave her were all fake. Fake diamond, fake jade, fake precious jewels. They are not real. Of course, when they are real things, they are also fake things. Of course, the real ones are more precious. And the same thing with our looks. Some are real, some are fake. And of course, the real ones are more precious.
非常感谢法王圣尊莲生活